Hello everybody, my name is David and we are on film vlog number 5. So I just got through with Common Core classes, which are MSV and LMW. And what they are is MSV is like a short film for fiction, and LMW is more like a documentary film, and I already completed all of those Common Core classes. So after that, I just got through with one of the GEs too sometimes, but I'm still taking it. Also, just going back to term 1, because I haven't gone through with animation and visual effects yet. I've been mostly talking about Common Core classes because they were more a story, more in depth. So animation and visual effects, what I took from term 1 is intro to animation. And what I've done in intro to animation is I basically did the leaf swirling from the tree to going down the ground. And I also did a ball bounce, which is a ball coming from here, bouncing like this. And I also did a flour sack. So it's jumping on the cactus, slow in, slow out. And then also I did a flour sack coming down from a hill and then jumping off from a mattress. And then before that, I did a guy, it's a serious short, so a guy walks through a store and he sees like a cereal box on top of the shelf, and what he does, he's about to make a jump for it, and a hand comes up like this, elevates the guy up, and he gets a cereal box. And the guy is being nice because he already reached him through the cereal box, and he says, "Thanks for the lift." And also, that's pretty much what I've done in intro to animation. So far, what I've learned from intro to animation, it's something more like from 3D animation, the one I took, probably it was around 2 to 3 years ago. Intro to animation is like drawing 2D characters or objects on paper, and you draw it frame by frame by frame by frame, and it's very continuous and tedious, and it's just a lot of effort to really get those in-betweens, because that's what people sometimes have trouble with. Also, I had a professor, he's really nice. His name is Justin. He is more on the animation side. He's learned a lot from Disney and Pixar. He also showed us some videos of Looney Tunes and some Disney's with Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and Coyote, Roadrunner, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd, all these traditional wonderful characters we see from Warner Brothers and Disney. What I really enjoyed about being in that class is that Justin really critiques it well, and sometimes I understand it more because I had instructors like him. He's more laid out guy. His name is Jared. He sounds like Jared. He talks like Jared. But yeah, Justin is very easygoing. He can give you all some tips about 12 Principles of Animation. You can go on to this website to find out more about 12 Principles of Animation. What helped me out in Intro to Animation is I read Animator Survival Kit, so that book really taught me a lot from Richard Williams. He's the author of the book. And I went over the ball bounce, the walk cycles, and horse drawings. I went over some video demos. I have the latest one for my iPad. It was like about $34.99 for the app. Wow, why so expensive now? I mean, it's a full-on page book, so that's why they budgeted up to $35. And yeah, Richard Williams is just amazing. He really went over like the concepts of how to draw like real life characters. So it really came upon to where I am right now. Also, we use a Lightbox. It helped us a lot. It helps us trace characters frame by frame by frame. And that's why it took me some time to really flesh it out more. So over time, it actually, I usually come to lab on Fridays to finish up the longer pieces of a short. And that helped me a lot because if I do it at home, I mean, it was hot back then. It was pretty hot during last year. And I think the lab was not that bad, so I started off on that, and we used one of those computers called Digicel 6, and that's like a flip book. So I know some people really hate that software because it's overdone. It's like pretty old. What I wish we would have done in order to have something more quick and efficient is Flash, because Adobe Flash, you can actually draw it out and then like you can piece it out on layers, and then that way you don't have to go through all the trouble with paper. So yeah, we use Flipbook. One of my friends he also had intro to animation from term 5. And he went over After Effects because it was a lot easier to go through on sequencing layers and making sure that the layers are all synchronized correctly. And that's what I would have done. Over time, Digicel Flipbook was a thing that I have to get used to. It's a pain in the butt, but also, that's where I've been going through. And I've been meeting some friends too. Not my terms that I had from Common Core, the terms above me. I got to meet them, get their advice from them on what they've been doing all this time in AVE. Back in the day, when I was 7, I got used to drawing by a great artist named Alyssa. She taught me well. She recommended me to use tracing paper to go through the shapes, go through the size, and going through proportions, understanding all the concepts on trace paper. And this was like before I used paper more like I can just trace it from a tree back here. So I have to keep my eyes open on the tree, just draw it from paper, and then I have to do it all at once. So that's the challenge I did from when I was 7, and it really built my drawing skills a lot better. So And then I got into like Marvel drawings, superheroes. Um, Everybody who loves to draw is a big fan of fan art. Fan art meaning getting into anime drawings. I got to draw some Pokemon. I don't know if I have been kept it for a while. It could be donated or sold out to someone else. I might have kept it in the shed the whole time. I don't know. So we'll see. I also did Dragon Ball Z, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. Everybody should recommend watching all DBC episodes because Goku is one of my favorite characters in the anime series. And that's really where I started drawing Super Saiyan, and like I go crazy with it a lot. And then at 10 years old, I went to an Academy of Arts. It's a private institute to get you into the field of art, and it's intensive, labor intensive. I sometimes stay through drawing anime stuff because it's been addictive all of my life. And one teacher says the assignment was supposed to make a face. So you're supposed to draw a face and then paint it. Sometimes I don't follow along with traditional drawings until I got into college, started Intro to Drawings, and got through to life drawings with models, life models. That's what really got me through. In high school, I couldn't draw because of GED. Probably at night, I should have kept drawing. The homework got me hold off. And yeah. What else? From introduction to animation, I got through putting together a reel. So I got to put together all of my 8 projects and what I've just listed in the beginning. And I also completed it, and I got an A+. Awesome. Yeah, it was a great class. Intro to animation was definitely worth it with Justin. Also, that should be it. Next vlog is going to be concept art from term 3. And thanks for watching.